Hello class, today we're going to be talking about multiplying integers. We're going to do that with tiles and with a symbolic rule. First thing to remember about multiplying any two numbers, let's call them A and B, is that the first number in your multiplication statement just tells you a number of groups. And then the second number in your multiplication statement tells you the number of items in each group. And then our product, our answer, let's call it C, is our total number of items. And we can use this to interpret any integer multiplication statements as well and come up with a tile model for what it is. So let's start with an easy one. Let's do positive 2 times negative 3. That means we have two groups. Our multiply sign means of, as usual. And then our negative 3 is 3 negative tiles. So I'm going to start by drawing myself two groups, just nice big ovals. In each of those, I need to draw 3 negative tiles. So 1, 2, 3 negative tiles in the first group, 1, 2, 3 negative tiles in the second group. Okay, and from there, we just want to go ahead and count how many tiles we have in total. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 negative tiles in total. And so our product of these two integers, positive 2 times negative 3, is negative 6. 6 negative tiles in total. However, if we have a negative first integer like negative 2 times negative 3, our issue is, how do you have a negative number of groups? How can I have two negative groups? I can't. As soon as I draw any group, it's a positive number of groups. So what we're going to do for that is we're going to model negative 2 as 0 subtract positive 2. Obviously, 0 subtract positive 2 is the same value as negative 2. And we're just going to leave the rest of it the same. So still multiplying by negative 3. So if I look at what this tells me to do, it says start with 0. And how do I model 0? Well, I modeled it with 0 pairs. And I need to take away, oops. And then I have my two groups of 3 negatives. So let's start by drawing 0. I need to use 0 pairs for this, and I need two groups of 3 0 pairs to start with. So here's one group of 3 0 pairs, and here's my second group of 3 0 pairs. Now, if I look at what my question is telling me to do, it's telling me to take away two groups of 3 negatives. So here's a group of 3 negatives. I'm told to take those away. Here's a second group of 3 negatives. I'm told to take those away. To represent that, I'm going to circle the ones I'm taking away, draw my takeaway arrow through them. That's one group of 3 negatives being taken away. Oops, I've still got disappearing ink there. And a second group of 3 negatives being taken away. Now what is left? What's left is these top shaded tiles, and that is 6 positive tiles remain. And so I can say that my product of negative 2 times negative 3 is positive 6. And these two examples actually show us our two rules for multiplying integers symbolically. If our two integers have different signs, like our positive 2 and negative 3 on the left there, the product will be negative. If the integers have the same signs, so both positive or both negative, then their product will be positive. So in the case of our left-hand example, we had positive, negative. Those are different signs, therefore the answer was negative. Notice, though, that the numbers work normal. 2 times 3 is 6. In the case of the right-hand example, we had negative times negative. Those are the same signs, so the product is positive. And again, our numbers work normally. 2 times 3 makes 6. So multiply your numbers normally, and then use your sign rule to either make the answer positive or negative, depending on if they are the same signs or different signs. So that's all there is to multiplying integers. Hope that helped.